Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Jimmy is Promo. And so first off, I will be checking my phone first just to make sure that we are live. We're looking good, sounding good, and then basically plan to hang out for maybe close to an hour, just kind of answering questions. I do have my Twitter pulled up, then I also have YouTube pulled up as well because there was a lot of questions on here. So we'll just kind of get to the questions, but let's first just make sure we're live. It looks like we got about 8 people watching, so I know it's working. Just want to make sure it all at least sounds good. So let me switch accounts here real quick. And if you guys have any questions as well, you can actually just write comments in your questions here, and then I'll be able to answer it there as well. So here we go. Let me get past this ad here real quick. Okay. All right, looks like we're good. So sound is good. I'm going to go over to live chat. So first off, what I want to do is I will answer questions that were asked on Twitter as well as YouTube in the community tab. So I didn't really know exactly for sure if I was going to go on tonight. Actually pretty tired, and I'm actually not feeling the best. I think I have a cold or something like that. So last night, trying to go to bed with a really sore throat, but it's okay. And I just wanted to connect with you guys. So first off, let's just go over into Twitter first. So I'm just going to answer the questions off Twitter, and answer it off of YouTube here in the community tab, and then in your guys' chat. And then we'll just go on with that. So a lot of these questions are dealing with Samsung One UI 3.0. So I'll just put that out there at the very beginning of this video. So when it comes down to Samsung One UI 3.0, as of right now, it is live for the Galaxy S20 series, the Note 20 series. I know for sure it was available for the unlocked devices, some of the Sprint devices, T-Mobile, and I don't believe Verizon was a part of that one. I think that they were at one point, but it was a very small window to join. Now, if you don't know how to join the Samsung One UI 3.0, you just have to go into your Samsung members application. And then usually it's a banner on the top when you first open it, just swipe through all of them. But with this very last one with the Galaxy Note 20, it was actually in the bottom underneath benefits. So if you go inside of Samsung members, you click benefits, you scrolled all the way down. That was where the banner was for the Note 20 series, and it was for the United States as well as South Korea. So if you're in any other country other than those two, I don't believe it's live, and I don't know when it would become live. More than likely, I'm just telling everybody that you'll just have to wait for the full public release, no beta, and it would be for probably the Note 20 or S20 series first, and it'll go out probably sometime at the end of December, maybe early January, and then starting January, February is when the other devices will see it. So your S10s, the Note 10s, things like that. And also, too, you got to remember that they usually push it out publicly at the beginning of the year, usually February, March. And that is because that's when the Galaxy S line usually becomes available. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So once that Galaxy S21 comes out, then you're going to see a lot more phones getting Samsung One UI 3.0 or 3.1. The Galaxy S21, the Galaxy S21 is actually running Samsung One UI 3.1 when it comes out of the box. But there probably won't be too many differences. Okay, sorry about all of that. Now let's actually go inside of the questions. So first off, when it comes down to Twitter, I got a question that says, give us theories on why unlocked Z Fold 2 gets updates randomly, even in the same region. So I really don't know exactly the theory on that one. A lot of times, actually, at the beginning of the month, especially for October, at the beginning of the month of October, you got you'd get your October patch. And then it was towards the middle to end was when you got another random update. And that was actually for dark mode, battery life, and camera stability. So if you got a second update and it's small, right around 200 to 250 megabytes, that one was actually for dark mode, camera, and battery stability. So that's going to be that question there. Tech Odyssey asked the question, why don't we hang out more often? well, Tech Odyssey, I believe, is in a completely different state, as well as COVID happening right now. So, Tech Odyssey, if you're here watching the stream, then that means we're hanging out. um, let's see. So we had another question. What to expect on the S21 series? What do you think about the removal of Samsung charger and earphones? Which three Samsung devices would you recommend now, excluding budget? What made you become a Samsung fan? So there's a lot of questions there. So when it comes down to the Galaxy S21 series, so my predictions, my thoughts, my theories, knowledge is that every single one of those S21 phones will have a different camera sensor. They're all going to look different. One of them could look like a stoplight. Another one could look like the little teardrop looking stoplight. And then the huge one is going to be what everybody saw with the renders. And then I don't really know too much about it just yet. For expectations, I mean, 2K, 4K screen, maybe up to 144 hertz instead of 120. And, hopefully a decent battery. I don't know about that S Pen support. And if it does have S Pen support, that's all they're going to say for it. It won't be a Galaxy S phone with S Pen. That's the note line. So if it's anything, just like what they did with the tablets, is that they'll just say, if it has that support of S Pen, they'll just say Galaxy S21 with S Pen support. And my guess is that it'll only be available on the larger option. So it'll be your Ultra option that will probably have it, because Samsung still has to think about price. So when it comes down to, the S21, the S21 Plus, it probably won't have that S Pen support if it does. If there is like a Galaxy S phone that has it, it'll be the Ultra version, and that's because of the price. And if you're going to buy the Ultra, then you're getting all of that. My thoughts about the removal of the Samsung charger and earphones. Honestly, if you don't have a Bluetooth headset by now, and if you don't already have a Type-C charger by now, you're probably living underneath a rock. So I believe that, if they take that away out of the boxes, I know Samsung's making fun of them now, but that's probably going to be something environmentally, something that Samsung would do. They're such an environmental company. They're a green company. So if they go off and they give you a phone without the earphones and without a charger, it's just because they're going to do it and then send you a phone with better premium product, better camera, and 5G for that same price. If there was actually a headset and a charger in the box, then it would be an extra $20 or $30. But I believe everybody should have a Type-C charger at home. If not, simply purchase it. You should have wireless charging pads at home. Most companies should be looking for wireless charging pads anyways. And so, I live off of a wireless charger. I have a wireless charger in every room, but I also have a ton of Type-C chargers, because anytime that you purchase a phone and when you trade it in for a new device, you don't have to include the charger. So you can just keep your charger if you're doing a trade-in. And if you have a Galaxy Note phone, you don't have to turn in the S Pen. You can just keep the S Pen at home as an extra S Pen and then just turn in your phone. And then the three Samsung devices I'd recommend definitely would be the Galaxy Z Fold 2, if you're looking for something that is just, extravagant, something that's ultra premium. Other than that, I would probably say the Galaxy Note 20, if you want to get something that is practical but big and powerful. And then if you don't want to have, practical, if you don't want to have a Z Fold 2, then I would say go for the Galaxy S20 FE. And it's definitely not a budget phone. This thing is $700. Budget to me is going to be like, $400 and less. So Galaxy S20 FE, if you need lower range, right around that $700. Note 20 Ultra for a regular practical powerhouse device. And then super ultra premium would be the Galaxy Z Fold 2. And I know some people might ask in the chat if I traded my phone in, if I got it fixed yet because of my mic issue. I did not do that just yet. There's a few videos I want to shoot off real quick. Then I'm actually going to call the warranty of Samsung one more time and then take it into U-Break iFixit for them to fix my microphone. My guess is that on the top mic, there's a the cable, the ribbon inside the phone that is loose is going to be my guess. And then what made me become a Samsung fan? So what made me become a Samsung fan is the fact that I worked for Samsung for 7, 8 years, and just knowing their background, knowing their culture, and then using their devices even personally. I was an Android fan back in the day. I used to use Motorola Droid X. I've even used an iPhone, but it wasn't long. I noticed it wasn't for me at all. And then working for Samsung, you just get these phones super early. You have fun with them. You train people on them, and so you just kind of bleed blue when you work for the company. And then I left over a year ago. It was over a year and a half. So this is my first time, I guess, coming out. Yeah, I was an employee of Samsung for, I think it was like 8 years, 7 or 8 years. So I helped launch all the way back with the Galaxy S3. So you had the Galaxy S3, the Note 1, the Note 2. Actually, it was the S3, the Note 2, then the S4, the Note 3. So I launched all of those, had all the phones early, could never talk about it, couldn't show it, couldn't sketch it, couldn't do anything, kept it all private, and that was about it. And Rant, thank you so much for the super chat of $10. Definitely appreciate you. So thank you for coming in and supporting the channel as well. Favorite Samsung phone till date. So my favorite phone, honestly, was, I'd say, the Galaxy S20, only because it came in clutch for me. The Galaxy S20 was a phone that I purchased because I got the Galaxy S20 Ultra, but the Ultra was so bad, horrible camera, no good updates. So this thing came in for so much help, helped the channel. I got all the updates super early. And so I'd say that this one, just for emotional purposes and professional purposes, is probably my favorite phone that I've used to date. But right now, the phone that I've been holding a lot is the Note 20. And I'd probably use my Z Fold 2 more if my camera was fixed. Let's see here. The future of smartphones and why Apple still using the notch. So a question from Mo. So the future of smartphones, it's going to be something that'll probably plateau really soon. And I think we're starting to kind of see that, where people don't really care about the phones. They just want it to just work. And for some reason, the camera is always the number one feature that you look at in a phone. And so I feel that like cameras are going to keep evolving. They're going to keep pushing the phones. And then, battery life is going to completely change dramatically when we get some new technology of battery. So this way you'd be able to have a phone that'll last you an entire week. And maybe better processing of the processors, because the Pixel 5, which I'm shooting right now, this is the front camera of the Pixel 5. And this one, I get 3 days battery life with about 4.5 hours of screen on time. So that's a lot of idle time. And it's because it has a smaller screen and it has a battery efficient display. So it's even a battery efficient processor. It doesn't have the highest processor in the world, but when you have a screen that's full HD plus, one that's only like, 6 inches, and you have that 735G or 765G processor in there, the one that's not as powerful, you're going to get really good battery life. Let's see here. Desmond Allen asked the question, will the S21 have a new design like flat sides? So there are so many different devices, so many different versions of the phones that's in Samsung R&D, that you never know what will come out very last minute. So it's not gonna be like it won't be. This is not the phone, by the way. Like it could be a little similar to the S20 FE, maybe just a little bit more flat. Like it's kind of roundish a little bit, but I feel like they're gonna go a little bit more flat, feeling a little bit more premium along the sides and the bottom. And also too, you might possibly see the SIM card on the bottom, and not on the top or the sides. Diehard Samsung asked the question, will we get a 8-inch fold? And I really don't know for sure. There's a lot of crazy things happening with folding devices. We're gonna also see devices that will slide like this. So you're gonna be taking a look at your phone like this, simply sliding it on open, and there's actually gonna be no creases with that one. So we're gonna see that tech come out very soon as well too. Galaxy Note 10 Plus updates. Sometimes if you get a phone and you do not get an update for a long time, if you're comfortable with it, you can actually download Odin. Odin is a flashing software, and as all you have to do is you could do a Google search on which software you're looking for your phone, and you put it into Odin. You follow the steps, and then you can simply flash your phone. If you're not comfortable with it, I would suggest taking it to a Samsung shop or take it into like a U-Break iFix location, any place that can repair phones. They might also be able to flash them. If they flash them, just make sure you back up your phone first and take out your SD card. Samsung One UI 3 impressions. So the Samsung One UI 3 impressions, I mean, I love it. Some people, some people like it, some people don't. I'm a big fan because there's a lot of really good animations with it. It's super smooth. A lot of the changes they've done, they've brought back old features and settings, especially the camera or the battery information. You can actually see how long it's been discharging than versus what we are looking at now. So the way that it used to be set up, they brought that back. Oh, and my heater is about to turn on. So if you hear sound in the background, some air flowing, sorry about that. But yeah, big fan of Samsung One UI 3.0. A lot of good stuff. Also, the simple thing of just double tapping to sleep, it's a huge game changer. So now I'm going to go to the questions on YouTube real quick on community. So I'm going to go through those really fast, and then I'll go through some of the ones that's actually on here. And again, a lot of these are with Samsung One UI 3.0. So when will the Note 20 Ultra get Samsung One UI 3.0 in the United States? It already happened. It was for unlocked, Sprint, and T-Mobile devices. It happened the moment I uploaded the video. So I just uploaded a video the other day at 9:30 o'clock at night, or 11. I think I shot it at 9:30. It went live at 11 p.m. and that was when it went live for the Galaxy Note 20 devices. When will the Galaxy S20 FE get Samsung One UI 3 beta in Bulgaria? So I don't know when or if it'll go to Bulgaria. So it's the Galaxy S20 FE. So not many people have that phone. It's not the biggest flagship device. So it might not go to that device in beta form. And then for Bulgaria, I don't know exactly for sure if beta will even go there. So my guess is you just have to wait until the full press release or the full public release of beta 3.0. The difference between fast charging and super fast charging on the Note 20 Ultra, I'm wondering if fast charging also means adaptive charging. So basically fast adaptive charging means the same thing. So fast adaptive charging is different than super fast adaptive charging or supercharging 2.0. And honestly, you're only going to see a difference when your battery is at 0 to about 50%. If you're charging your phone from 0 to 100%, you'll only see a difference of maybe 12 minutes. Yep. Dan asked the question, what is the meaning of life? Just live through it and just love everybody and hang out with everybody and fake it till you make it, basically. That's the meaning of life. When will the 11 beta be here for S20 FE? Again, I don't know if it'll come out as the Galaxy S20 FE, as it's not a main flagship device. It's a fan edition device. It's a special device. I don't think I see it coming to that one. It's going to be a public. Samsung One UI 3.0. Again, a lot of these questions are 3.0. Again, should be coming out for the main Galaxy S20, Note 20 phones, probably December. Other than that, the rest of the devices, the rest of the rollout, the S10s, the Note 10s, things like that, that'll be January, February. And again, January, February is when you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff with the Galaxy S21. January is when they'll probably press release it, and it'll be out in stores, my guess, in February, which is only 1 month earlier than any other year. So it's only going to be 1 month early for press release and regular release. Yep. Let's see here. Why did some people not get the Note 20 Ultra update for the Samsung One UI 3.0? Sometimes when it's full, they take away the banner. Let's see here. Somebody has the someone has the iPhone 7. Theo Gaming has iPhone 7. Should I upgrade to the Galaxy S20 FE? The iPhone 7 is pretty old, so I would probably say yes, go for the Galaxy S20 FE. It's a solid device, good camera, good battery life, good weight, good size. I mean, it feels good. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't have the cheap haptic feedback either, so it's a really nice device. I see a lot of questions on here asking about the iPhone 12 or S20, or the iPhone 12 versus Note 20, or the iPhone 12 versus it's whatever operating system you use, just go with that. If you're an Apple person, just go for Apple. If you don't even care what you use, you don't care, you just know it's a phone that calls people, that has a camera, and Facebook and Instagram and everything works the exact same, go for whichever one you want. More than likely, given the fact of my background and given the fact of my YouTube channel, I'm going to say Samsung for sure. Again, I'm just not a big fan of the Apple products. I don't like to be limited in any aspect of life. And Apple, that's all they do is just limit you down. So let's see here. Samsung going to copy Apple by not including the charging brick in the box for flagship devices. You know, I wouldn't really call it copying. It's just that point in the world, point in time where it's like, hey, we don't need all this. Like, we don't have to have another charger, another earplug. We can save costs that way. Also, we have COVID that's happening. Don't know if you know that, but with COVID-19, it's making a lot of changes everywhere in every business life of any aspect. So, you know, holding something away from a box that you really truly don't need is it saves you a lot of money. And so I don't think that it's copying. I just think that it's a good time to not put in a charger or headset, and nobody needs it every single time, because also too, phones are not evolving like they used to. Like Samsung went through like 3 different chargers. Apple went through like 3 or 4 or 5 different chargers. And so now that everything is streamlined, everybody should have all of that by now, and everybody should be doing Bluetooth or wireless everything. So Galaxy S20 or iPhone 12. Personal opinion, I would just say the Galaxy S20. iPhone 12, I really don't know that much about it. I hear that they put 5G in there and they make it sound like 5G is like brand new when it's not. So really, it's whatever operating system you want. Every cell phone can do the exact same thing. Take pictures, upload to Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. It just kind of depends on which one you like. But again, if you're watching the stream, more than likely you're a Samsung person, not an Apple person. Let's see here. Someone says that they have the Galaxy S10. When should I upgrade? And I could say that you could definitely upgrade next year. If your S10 is perfectly fine right now, it's doing a good job, then just wait for the Galaxy S21. That's a pretty good jump for you. And then that's when I would probably upgrade. And then is the Note 9 getting the Samsung One UI 3.0? So the Note 9 I really don't know, because I think that they're pushing out, I know Google is pushing out updates for the past 3 years. I just don't know for sure if Samsung should be doing that as well, but I don't know when that starts, like which device it starts with. So I don't know for sure. My guess is that if it gets Samsung One UI 3.0, next year is the last upgrade for the Note 9 S9 series, just because you have, you know, the 10s and then the 20s. So that one's already 3 years old. So my guess is next year will be the last year for updates for the 9 series. So that's actually all the questions that we had on Twitter and all the questions that we had on the community tab. So now I'm just going to go through everything that's on here. I'm not going to go through everything that's on here just because I can't scroll up the whole time. So if you have a question, put up the questions now. So in this way, I can start from here with the questions on YouTube. So let's see here. So someone asked a question about, let's see, Samsung said 3 years starting in the S10 devices. So yeah, there we go. If yeah, Kylo Tech, thanks for that. I know for sure they said 3 years, just like Google. So more than likely, it'll be starting with the S10 devices, not the 9s. Let's see here. Mr. Who's the Boss made a video about transparent Samsung phone. Your thoughts on this? So like transparent back, it's gonna show the internals. There's no way you can have invisible wires, invisible battery, invisible everything. So the only thing that you can really make transparent would just be the back casing, which I think, you know, Jerry Rig everything, he always scrapes off everything too. So 850 One UI 3.0, I wouldn't see why not. The Galaxy, or yeah, the Galaxy 850 is a really nice phone. It's that mid-range phone that is Samsung's baby. That thing sells like crazy. So I believe that they should get 3.0. I don't see why they wouldn't get that one. When is the 3.0 coming out to Egypt? So I have no idea per each country, but all I'm going to say is that it should be a public push out starting December, January, February. Let's see here. Will One UI 3.0 have per app forced dark mode feature for selective apps similar to the app Dark Hue? Let's see here. So per app forced dark mode. I don't know for sure on that one. I don't see it right now on Samsung One UI 3.0. Is the Galaxy S21 going to have the bigger ultrasonic fingerprint reader? Probably not. I mean, it might show an animation that's bigger, but I don't think it's really going to be a bigger fingerprint reader itself. It's already something that works well, and it should be big enough. Let's see here. If I was to get my first phone, should I get the S21 or should I just get the Note 20 right now? You know what? Like, it's the Note 20 is such a nice device, but if you purchase the Note 20, definitely get the Ultra, just because the smaller Note 20 is leaving out so much. I don't know. It's really hard because I don't really know too much about everything on the S21 just yet. So it could be something magnificent. I don't think it's going to be that crazy though. It's just going to be minimal upgrades. So if you need a phone now, you can go for the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, not the smaller Note 20. That's just going to be my suggestion. Looks like people are stating the exact same things. So Mr. Morsi and BZB King, I've read your questions. You guys don't need to say that anymore. You put it like 15 times. Let's see here. Okay, I read all those ones. Will the A series phones have Samsung One UI 3? My guess is yeah, they should. Definitely the A50, the A71s, like all those huge you know, A series phones. The A10e, like those tiny ones. Again, I don't see why they wouldn't. It's just Android 11. It's just a new Samsung skin as well. So I don't see why they wouldn't get those devices. Okay, so I already answered that question. Let's see here. Or should I go for the A51? I have the A30s and the S7 flat for AT&T. So the A50 and the A51 is nice. So if you like the A series, definitely go for the A series. I'm more of a Galaxy S and Note user, just personally. So maybe you can look at the S20. So actually, instead of the A51, look at the S20. You might actually like the Galaxy S20 device. Will the Galaxy S9 Plus get the One UI 3.0? I don't know for sure, but if it does, next year is like, that's the very last update that you'll get. Okay, so I'm still scrolling down. Sean Robinson, how you doing? Hi, Jimmy. Hi, everyone. Let's see here. Galaxy S9 after 2 years is slow and lagging. Sometimes that happens. You can't even multitask. Okay. But yeah, so if you already reinstalled the latest operating system on your Galaxy S9 Plus, I would say put your phone in safe mode. So if you put your phone in safe mode, then you can see if there's actually an issue on your phone, if it's the phone itself or the application. So reboot your phone into safe mode and then see how it works. See if you can do multitasking if you're having issues. What do I think of the Fold 2? So I think the Fold 2 I mean, it's fun. I like the phone. They did a really good job. They've updated in every area that they would need to. It's just that I don't use it as much just because my camera my microphone is all messed up. So I have to get that replaced. And then I would probably use it more. The only thing is that it's heavy. That's the only issue. So when you go to the gym and you have it in your gym shorts, the thing is just flopping around everywhere. You basically always have to just lay this thing on the ground or lay it on the machine. Unless if you're standing up or something, then you can put it in your shorts. So if you're a very active person, you run a lot, if you go to the gym a lot, if you go to the beach, it's not going to be really for you. But it's also really good for business. So with the huge screen, it's really nice. I do have to say that when it comes down to a large screen, I'm a pretty big fan of how the Duo did it. So when you switch over to this thing here, this size of screen is better for a lot of different applications than this one. This one, it just kind of, I don't know, it feels like it's overwhelmed. It's too large. And the images just look, insane. It just looks disproportionate. I see a lot of questions. I'm just looking up here. I see a lot of questions asking about if I can do a video on Odin. The only reason why I would not do that, the only reason why I would not do a video on Odin is just because I don't want to have the responsibility of that. Because if anybody messes up, I'm not going to be responsible. So I would definitely say move over to the, a Ubreak iFix location, a Samsung shop, anywhere that could replace your phone or fix it. They could probably also flash it as well. Which phone would you make a good camera, the Z Fold 2 or the Note 20 Ultra? So they both actually have the same camera sensors, so they're going to be very, very, very similar, actually. Let's see. One UI 3.0 beta stable on Note 20 Ultra, your thoughts? I feel like it's pretty stable now. There's a few kinks that they still have to work out, and they will probably fix all of that. And then the stable of Samsung One UI 3.0 will come out in December for some devices. And then the rest of the devices will be January, February. Am I subscribed to PewDiePie? Yeah, I think almost any YouTuber is probably subscribed to PewDiePie as well. Let's see here. Do you think Microsoft and Samsung could be working together to create an OS to move away from Android? I don't think so. Samsung started trying to create their own operating system. It was called Tizen, and they just kept it for their watches and their TVs. So because Apple is so huge and because Android is so huge, there was just no room for it. And to make a tripod of options, it just wasn't going to work, which is also why, the operating system of Microsoft also went away as well, too. Let's see here. When will the Fold 2 get an update? Well, the Galaxy Z Fold 2 just got an update, I believe it was yesterday or 2 days ago. Created a video talking about that brand new update. Let's see here. Let's see, Galaxy S7 Plus tablet, love it. Any reason why Good Lock is not working? So the Tab S7 Plus is pretty new, and it'll probably be pushed out with Good Lock later on. So actually, with the any of my phones running on Samsung One UI 3.0, Good Lock barely runs. So there's only a few applications that work. Even if it's already installed, it says it's unplugged. So even though I had it on my phone after the update, now it just says it's unplugged, and half of my edge lighting works. Yep. Let's see here. Just subscribe to your channel. So Lou247, big fan here. Just subscribe to your channel. I've been checking the 3.0 update for my Note 20 Ultra, but it's not there anymore. So the beta program is limited with how many people can sign up, and then it kind of goes away. So you need to make sure that you're in there really quick. So that's also why you want to make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for all notifications. Because if you only subscribe, you're not getting notified for every video. If you hit the bell for all notifications, this way you'll be able to get notified. Also, I have a Telegram. I believe I have posted in the description my Telegram. It's just an app. It's free. Just subscribe to me there. And then I always post things early on Telegram. Yep. Let's see. Are the fold devices getting a fan edition? Probably not. That it's too niche of a phone. It's too expensive of a phone to get a fan edition. Honestly, if you're a fan of Samsung, you're already going to like what they make. The weird thing about it is it's so funny that they call it a fan edition, because the things that they changed and did with the Galaxy S20 fan edition was to make the unhappy fans happy, if that makes sense. So a fan edition is like, if you have a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, you're already a fan of it. You purchased it. You like it. It's there. It has everything you need. This is for the non-fans. This is for the people that weren't happy and impressed with what was made. So the non-fans purchased the fan edition, if that makes sense. But they brought down the price, so they did a really good job. Does the Galaxy S20 FE have touch screen issues? I haven't had any issues with the Galaxy S20 FE. And I don't know how big of an issue that is. But yeah, mine seems to be pretty good. You need a clear case on that Note 20 Ultra. I did. Let's see. So this is the case I've been using on my Note 20 Ultra for a very long time. But I switched it over into this Caseology case. I've been kind of playing around with a few extra ones. So this one feels good. I like it. I just took this one off for now. I like to switch up my cases. The other cases I also use. So this is the Pitaka case. Very, very, very slim. Basically does nothing. It barely protects the camera. It barely has a little lip there. This is another one I've used for a while. It actually has a magnet built in. So this way, when I go in my car, I just dock it onto my car mount. And then for my Pixel, which I can't show you because that's what's recording, this was that Pixel 5 case that they gave, the fabric one that's machine washable. Right now I'm using, I think it's a Caseology case, actually. And it feels really good. It's got a built-in kickstand as well. What else do we got? Do you think Samsung will take out the earphones and charger like Apple did? I believe so. I mean, it's just that time. Everybody has chargers. The Type-C charger is I mean, it's the normal thing. And you know, if you need another charger, just go off and purchase it. Because honestly, the amount of money it costs to buy a Samsung Type-C charger will be the exact same price if it came in the box. Because if it actually came in the box, the amount of the phone would be increased. So you got phones that have premium product, premium bezels, awesome screens, good cameras, 5G now, higher internal storages. I mean, all of the phones coming out now will have 8 gigs of RAM and then 256 gigs of internal storage. So instead of increasing the price more, they're going to be able to keep the price down and just not include a headset and charger, which everybody should be wirelessly charging at home anyways, and everybody should already have a bunch of Type-C cables. Will the Samsung One UI 3.0 beta come to the S10? Yes, it should. Yeah, it will. I mean, it's the S10. I don't think it'll go to the S9 though. S9 might be a little too late. Okay, still looking at all these questions. A lot of people asking about the t-shirt, or I should say one person, Daniel, keeps asking about the t-shirt. If you watched at the very beginning of the stream, you'll probably figure out where and how I got this t-shirt. Let's see here. I'm not going to do a tutorial on Odin. Again, I don't want to like do a tutorial with something that could have problems. So if you do it wrong, you know, like if you turn on your phone or turn off your phone or unplug your phone, or if your phone dies, you know, it could cause problems. But you can probably go into a Samsung shop or a repair shop that would be able to flash your phone for you, or you can just look it up. It's actually not that hard. I just don't want to have the responsibility for it. Yeah, Era said, "Can you all stop spamming?" I'm getting there. I see your questions. I just have to scroll to it. So yeah, you don't need to spam it. You don't need to ask it more than once. I'll get to it. Actually, with all the spamming, it's taking longer to scroll through. BZB King says Samsung is watching you, bro. Don't do this. I don't know what you mean. What am I doing wrong? I'm also not an employee at the moment, so it's not like I can get in trouble. Let's see here. Where can you get the t-shirt? Oh, thoughts on OnePlus as a Samsung user. So I have the OnePlus 7T, or the OnePlus 7T Pro or whatever. I mean, it's a nice phone. I really like it. I like the size. If I needed to have a phone that had the same size as Samsung, the same power, and something that is not going to cost an arm and a leg, then I would definitely go with like the OnePlus devices. But again, I'm a big fan of the Pixel 5. The Pixel 5 is a solid device. Really, really, really good battery life. I wish the screen was brighter. The OnePlus does a really good job at the screen brightness, the power. It's such a good phone. Yeah, the Galaxy Z Fold 2 is an expensive device. It's $2,000. But I mean, you're putting some new tech in there, some brand new tech, so it's gonna have that extra cost. And at some point in time, you know, hopefully it'll go down, and there's gonna be a new type of technology. So that new type of technology will be a little bit more expensive, and hopefully this one will go down just a little bit. Do you think the new Samsung phones will follow Apple's footsteps and take out the earphones and charger again? It's not really following footsteps. They just happen to do it first. My guess is Samsung was going to do it anyways at some point, just to be economical, be green, save money, bring down the price. Again, everybody should have all of this. When you really think about it, you know, some people might not get a new phone, you know, every 2 years. But I think the phones for the last 2 years should have Type-C chargers. It's anybody who is not upgraded in 4 or 5 years would probably not have a Type-C charger, but Type-C is so common that it's sold with almost everything. So I believe everybody will be fine with their chargers at home. People are just trying to be sensitive and create problems where there's actually no problems at all. So yeah, Type-C and headphones will probably not be in the box. Again, if you need it, you can go grab it. And if it was in the box, it would be the same price anyways, because they would have to increase the price of the phone by $20 to include all the hardware. Let's see. Still looking. Man, you guys asked a lot of questions. There's also a lot of spam of the same questions. The Samsung One UI 3.0 beta in Europe, I don't really know for sure. I know for sure it's the United States as well as South Korea. Europe, if they get beta, I am not in the know for that, but they will probably come out, you know, with the regular public release, which is going to be, again, December, January, February. Is Good Lock only available in the United States? So Good Lock it's region locked, and it is in more countries than just the United States. But I don't know how. I don't have the entire list. And you can also use VPNs to make your phone look like it's somewhere else. You just have to restart your phone after you started that VPN. Some people also say that they use NiceLock. I've tried NiceLock. It's not a great application for me personally in the United States, but you could try NiceLock, see if that works for you in replacement of GoodLock. Uh, BZB King, love from Pakistan. What's up? um, Only unlocked Z Fold 2's got the update. And you know what? On that topic, I only always get unlocked phones. It doesn't matter which carrier you have, you can buy them unlocked. If you have Sprint, you would still have to go into the store, get it activated, stuff like that. But that could also change since they merged with T-Mobile. So I would say when it comes down to buying a phone, just buy it unlocked and then put in your Verizon SIM, your T-Mobile SIM, the AT&T SIM. You'll get the updates way faster. And then I see a question right here. Let's see. Please help how to full screen YouTube on Galaxy Z Fold 2. It unfolds in the front screen. There's black bars on the side. Then when you open it up, it's on the top and bottom. So there is an application you can download for the Galaxy Z Fold 2 and any other phone where it'll actually take away all the black bars on the top and bottom, left and right. But that application I don't fully push out just because it's like a plugin. It's not the full YouTube, and also there's zero ads, and it kind of operates different. And so as a YouTuber, if I was to push that out and suggest it, then all of my work I do is for nothing. And I also have, bills to pay and, all that stuff. Food to buy. So there is applications, and I would have to Google it and search for it again. But it's a nice app. I tried it. It's just a plugin. I'm not a big fan of it. You can probably Google search, YouTube applications and see what. Yeah, I think it's called New Pipe. So Breaking Elegance is actually commenting now. So yeah, New Pipe I believe is the one I used, and it is nice. It has some nice tools in it. You can change the volume on the right hand side. You can change the brightness on the left hand side. You can change the resolution. You can make it large. You can do so many things, and it is New Pipe. I'm just not going to make a huge video for it to push people there because there's zero ads, which means that I'm just working for free. And I'm pretty sure anybody wouldn't want to work for free. So I'm pretty sure you guys might kind of understand that a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll down a little bit more. YouTube Advanced. Is the S20 better than the S20 FE? So I believe that the Galaxy S20 FE is better than the S20 in a lot of ways, except for taking a picture of the moon at night. So if you're somebody who takes a picture of the moon multiple times a week, then you'll want the S20. But the Galaxy S20 FE has a larger screen, a larger battery. Oh, this one's not even on. So the FE has a larger screen, larger battery, really good cameras, lower price. It's like $300 cheaper. The only thing that the S20 can do that's better is taking a picture of the moon. That is it. And someone asked the question on the screen, is my Z Fold 2 fixed? It is not. I still have to replace my microphone on the top, so I'm going to call Samsung warranty support again, and then tell them I need to go into U-Break iFix. And the one I have to go to is north, about, I think it's north 30 minutes. So I just have to go north 30 minutes. Lou, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for sending over $2. Huge fan of that. Anybody who supports YouTubers, thank you so much. Let's see here. Okay, I think a lot of these questions we've actually already switched, or we already answered. Did I ever mess around with custom ROMs? I did custom ROMs back in the day. I did custom ROMs probably back in 2017, 2016, but before that and after that, I kind of stopped because when I show off this phone and when I do tutorials and tips and tricks and YouTube as well, I have to show off everything that you purchase from the box. So if I was to get a completely different custom ROM, then what I'm going to show you is going to be slightly different. And then with YouTube itself, there's already so many questions. So I have to keep it the way you guys have it. Yep. Someone asked if my Galaxy or if my Pixel 5 is overheating. It's actually never overheated, never had any problems, no issues. And I've been live streaming for 50 minutes and 30 seconds. And I'm touching the phone and it's not hot at all. Laverne Clark, thank you so much for the super chat of $10. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving early. Yes, it's a little early. Halloween is coming up, and I'm also super excited for daylight savings time to end, so we get that extra hour of sleep. Did I turn down the refresh rate clock on the Pixel? No, I did not. Actually, I have the Pixel at the highest standards, the highest settings that you can have on all those. Even though there's not a lot of settings you can change or customize, I kept it all at the top. It is not on the lower refresh rate. Okay. My phone is not rotating. Oh, okay. I think I'm actually at the bottom of a lot of these questions. Someone asked, did they change the closing app animation on One UI 3? They changed some of the animation on One UI 3. And actually, one of the cool things that they also did with Samsung One UI 3.0 is if you go into, let me see, let me scroll over to like an image. So one of the cool things that they did is on the very bottom, let's see, on the bottom, you can see how it kind of bobbles a little bit on the bottom down there. That's one of the cool things that they did in the gallery. Yep. Okay, gotta go back to YouTube real quick. I closed out. My thumbnail is stupid. Okay, daylight savings time ended here in the UK. Nice. Yeah, ours is coming up actually this Sunday, so in just a few days. Is Samsung ditching the charger? More than likely they will. I mean, they'll make fun of them for 1 or 2 launches, but outside of that, they'll probably get rid of it. There's really no need for it, to be honest. A lot of people were mad when you couldn't remove your battery anymore, but we've gone past that. There's no need to take out your battery. A lot of people are kind of a little mad with like SD cards, but honestly, there's so much storage in these phones, you don't need an SD card. I used to use an SD card all the time because I downloaded movies and I traveled a lot, so I always downloaded the movies to the SD card and a lot of music. But because of streaming services and things like that, I've not used an SD card for definitely over 2 years. It might have even been 3 years since I've used an SD card. And we've kind of gone past that. So I think we'll get past this whole charging thing, because once you have a Type-C charger at home, you're good to go. Let's see here. Does the new update for the Note 20 Ultra really improve battery life? So it's supposed to improve the battery life, yes. And I just can't tell personally, just because I have Samsung One UI 3.0, and Samsung One UI 3.0 drains my battery faster than earlier, only because it is beta. What would I like to be added for One UI 4? That's a really good question. Man, what would we do with Samsung One UI 4.0? You know what? Someone said about dark mode per application. That could be one thing, putting it inside of there. They already added in the widget support. One UI 4. I would say, this is what I would do. Samsung One UI 4 should be Samsung One UI with good lock. Everywhere, in every country, out of the box, all of the settings that you can change inside of Good Lock, built into Samsung One UI 4, and then some extra privacy, settings. So DNK upgraded the membership to boss level chat support. So thank you so much for upgrading your the membership on YouTube. And then also Tana So Lit, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the $10, man. Definitely appreciate it. And anybody who is, asking questions about the Pixel 5, people who's asking questions about the iPhone 12, if you want to have another perspective, some more information about all of these products, including Samsung, click on Tana So Lit. You can actually see the name right here. Take a look at his YouTube channel. He'll definitely have some content for you guys as well. Let's see here. Have I noticed the Z Fold 2 battery being better than the Note 20 Ultra with the same 4,500 milliamp hour batteries? So I believe yes. Yes, I believe that the Z Fold 2 has a better battery life, and it's probably just because of the technology of AMOLED. AMOLED does take up more battery life sometimes, just because of everything. That it's doing. But yeah, Z Fold 2 has a better battery life than the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Is the Galaxy S21 going to have 120 hertz or 144 hertz with 1440p? So it's just speculation. What they could do is put the 144 in the Ultra and the 120 in the small version and medium version. So S21, S21 Plus could have that 120 with the Ultra being 144. Again, Samsung's going to put everything into that Ultra, and Samsung's putting everything into foldables and flips. So you're not going to see... What was that? What's up? Do you like poop? Good question. But yeah, I think that a lot of Samsung time and money will be putting into the flips, the foldables, and the Ultras. Yep. Will I do a giveaway? I don't know. Honestly, what I've done was when I find people who always comment, when I find people who follow me on Twitter and then they always retweet everything, I just reach out to them and send. So actually, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name and I don't feel right about that. Let me look really quick. So Anthony O'Malley was somebody who's actually always liked my tweets, retweeted my tweets, commented on all my videos, shared my videos, things like that. So for him, I just randomly sent him a message and was like, yo, hey, what phone do you use? And do you need accessories? And so I've actually just sent him a box of accessories. So that's kind of how I do giveaways. It's a little bit easier. Those who kind of support is kind of where I throw the accessories to in giveaways. I've done giveaways. It's really hard. Legally, it's also hard too with doing those, because I was trying to do it through a website that made it really easy on us. Other than that, I just have to look at a random comment under videos. But yeah, so I usually just give it to people that just help and support. Excuse me, I burped. Do I like dogs or cats? I like dogs. We actually have 3 dogs now, with one of them maybe pregnant again. And actually, with all of our litters, we do sell all the pups to great houses. And I think I'm actually gonna have to end it here soon. We've been doing this for an hour now, actually 59 minutes, and so I do need to go off to a few other things here. So I'm gonna end it off here really quick. I'm gonna see if there's anything else to answer real fast, and then I'm gonna let you guys go back to your night. And also, again, too, thank you so much if you guys are still watching, and if you've been around for this time. Thank you so much for watching the video. I mean, here it's 8 o'clock, so thank you. Let's see. Will we see a Note 21? I believe so. I think that they'll have my guess is a Note 21 as well. I don't think they'll get rid of it just yet. What's my thoughts on the Z Fold 3? I really don't have any yet, as it's not anywhere close to release. The Fold 3 should be something for the summer and fall. So I don't think we'll see anything on that really soon. Let's see here. I think, do I still use Bixby? I don't really use Bixby that often. Samsung was trying to do a big push with Bixby, and they haven't really gone anywhere with it. They're even going to have a smart speaker with Bixby built in, and that one kind of got canned as well. So I don't think Bixby is really going to go anywhere. Let's see here. I think that's pretty much all the questions we got. I think we're good. I think we're okay. That's going to be all the questions that I can really ask and answer right now. Thank you so much for everybody who's watching this video. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for joining as a member. Thank you for sending super chats. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, liking. And yeah, I'm just going to keep doing my thing, helping you guys out as much as possible. And a lot of people keep asking about the puppies. So we have a, let's see, we have a mini poodle. And oh my gosh, I'm blank. I'm so tired right now, to be completely honest. Actually, if you look for Embark is our dogs channel, which I completely blanked on all of our puppies. But I'm tired and not really feeling that well at the moment. So definitely going to be taking a bath or something and getting a lot of sleep so I can get over this little cold or whatever the heck I got. But anywho, thank you all for staying, watching, subscribing, commenting, liking. It's not the Rona. I don't leave my house. This is we've had a lot of weather change. So we went from 40 degrees to 80 degrees to 40 degrees to sunny to snow. Now the snow is gone. It's going back up into the mid 60s. And then it's going back down to the low 40s. Yep. So anywho, have a good night, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I answered all your guys' questions. And also too, I'll do another live stream. Maybe I'll do this once a week. Maybe I can do this once every 2 weeks and just interact with you guys. But thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later.